Okay, so this is Ein Yaakov. We're in Berachot. This section is called the conflict between Rabbi Gamliel and Rabbi Yehoshua. So we have been taught, Rabbi Eliezer says, if someone prays standing behind his rabbi, which shows arrogance, or greets his rabbi in a casual way, or gives public Talmudic discourses without his rabbi's permission, or says something he has not heard from his rabbi, and attributes it to his rabbi, his irreverent behavior causes the Shekhinah to depart from Israel. The rabbis taught in a Baraita. It happened that a student came to Rabbi Yehoshua, who was the Av Beit Din, head of the Beit Din, and asked, Rabbi, is the evening Shemona Esrei, meaning Ma'ariv, optional or mandatory? Rabbi Yehoshua answered, it is optional. The same student then went to Rabbi Gamliel, who was the Nasi, head of the Sanhedrin, and asked him the same question. Rabbi Gamliel replied, it is mandatory. Countered the student, but Rabbi Yehoshua told me that it is optional, said Rabbi Gamliel. Wait until tomorrow when all the great scholars assemble in the Beit Midrash. When the great scholars had assembled, this student got up and asked, is the evening Shemona Esrei optional or mandatory? It is mandatory, replied Rabban Gamliel. Turning to the sages, Rabban Gamliel then asked, is there anyone here who disagrees with me and says that it is optional? No, replied Rabbi Yehoshua, but I was told that you said that it is optional, challenged Rabbi Gamliel. He then said, stand up, Yehoshua, and let them testify against you that you, in fact, hold that it is optional. Rabbi Yehoshua got up and said, if I were alive and the witness dead, I could deny it, and the dead could not contradict me. But now that the witness is alive and I am alive, how can a living person contradict a living person? I cannot deny that I said this. So Rabbi Gamliel continued his lecture until Rabbi Yehoshua remained standing, until all the scholars in the Beit Midrash began to complain. They called out to Chutzpit, the Metor Gaman, the person who explained the rabbi's discourse to the audience simultaneously as the rabbi was speaking, and said to him, stop. And the Chutzpit stopped his exposition. Then they said, how much longer are we going to stand by and watch Rabbi Yehoshua's feelings being hurt? Last year on Rosh Hashanah, Rabbi Gamliel treated Rabbi Yehoshua harshly when he ordered him to appear before him with his staff and his money on the day when Yom Kippur would fall, according to Rabbi Yehoshua's calculation. He offended him again in the incident with Rabbi Zadok, and now he is snubbing him again. Let's remove Rabbi Gamliel from office. They deliberated. Whom shall we appoint to replace him? We can hardly appoint Rabbi Yehoshua. That would be too painful for Rabbi Gamliel, since he is his opponent. We can hardly appoint Rabbi Akiva, because Rabbi Gamliel may invoke punishment on him, and Rabbi Akiva has no ancestral merit to protect him from this. He descended from converts. So let's appoint Rabbi Eliezer ben Azariah. He is wise and rich, and he is a 10th generation descendant from Ezra. He's wise, so that any question we ask him, he will be able to answer. He's rich, so that it is necessary to pay off. So that if it is necessary to pay off the emperor, we will be able to do so. He will be able to do so. He is a 10th generation descendant of Ezra, so that he has ancestral merit, and Rabbi Gamliel will not be able to invoke punishment on him. They approached Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah and said to him, are you willing to become head of the yeshiva? He answered, I have to talk it over with my wife. He went and discussed it with his wife. She said to him, maybe they'll fire you too. He replied, there's a saying, it is worth to use an expensive crystal goblet for only one day, even if it breaks the next day. Meaning, it is worthwhile to take the position even if it lasts only for one day. She raised another objection. But you don't have white hair, and a person that is in that position should look like a venerable old man. He was 18 years old at the time. And miraculously, 18 rows of hair on his beard turned white. That is why Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah said, I am like 70 years old, but not actually 70 years old.